time for a mistake. Mistake number 1. Checking the gen chat. Mistake number 2, queuing up. Oh, here we go. Dumb mission. Okay. Alright then. Alright then. It's good. Oh. Yeah, I should probably, I just started, but, yeah. Good. Alright. Let me know, is there a delay on the sounds? Click. Click. Delay? No delay? Let me just do this actually. Let me do a watch. And I will make some noise for the frog. I'll do this. I'm going to unmute for a second. There's going to be an echo chamber.
Droids will spawn in 5 seconds. Droids will spawn in 5 seconds.
Okay, I can't tell. That did not help at all. I can't tell. Alright, nothing about that helped. Ooh, my flash capture's still on. Oh, I'm in match. Ooh, huh. Do I want to start off with a Rocco match? No, I don't, especially if I'm going to possibly get a ULIP. I don't know who any of these people are either. And I don't play Smiles. How am I level? Oh my god. I don't remember playing Smiles enough to get to level 11. I pretty much only played him a couple of weeks after he came out. This could be very bad. Whatever, let's just do it.
For the beaconing.
I got a Rocco mission. I remember having to change some setting last time, and I don't remember if it is different or not. There'll be a considerable delay for the sounds, you'll notice. But usually it was indie Unity games or this. I had to change the setting for it or there'd be a delay. Yeah, this is a pretty terrible comp to be a bird in.
Job too dirty for ya.
Hold on. I knew that if I set my microphone all up, as soon as I started, it would be.
Droids will spawn in 5 seconds.
It wouldn't work. It should work, I think. Oh boy. Okay.
A magpie.
What about the audio mix? Sound good?
Dino disaster.
Yeah, let's trade turrets. Eula, please get Jason. Eula, what are you doing? Eula. Oh my god. Oh no. He's never played a video game before.
Your turret is under
Magnus. Okay, let's take that health. Did he start with Dino Poop? Yes, he did.
Someday I'll fly.
I don't know about the order, but the items are good.
Right between the
Please
eyes.
stay back, you look. Don't jump into the fire. Yeah.
Have been killed.
There was an invisible guy with the silence. Okay. What do I start with here?
Let me show you my method. Your turret is under attack. Shot to the crop.
Wow. What? I don't.
Your turret is under attack.
I guess he could have gotten gazed. Just hit him, you live! Oh no. We take this turret. Keep banging that droid. Uh-oh, now we don't. Ah. Okay. Should have looked at that beforehand. I just start immediately with speed. I will do.
Cartel gang bosses are less greedy than this. Git.
Please, please survive. Of course not. Of course not.
Nice this.
I'm getting some accidental push. Uh-oh. Would not have been surprised if she just ran right back in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Solar disappearing in front of me. It must be some kind of... Oh, okay.
Let's get to work.
Interesting.
I'm flying the coop.
Not bad.
An enemy has been killed. Who am I? A
sticking together.
magpie?
I haven't streamed in like 3 weeks, and I figured if I'm gonna delve into the madness of solo queue, I might as well document it. Nice shot. Nice shot, Nate.
Killed an enemy.
Yeah, get them helds. Oh boy.
Let's get to work.
Oh! Give me that HP. Nice. see that, Leon? Did you think I didn't see that?
Between the eyes.
Haha! Come on, Leon.
An enemy has been killed. Flock of seagulls incoming.
Oh, my entire spine just popped.
Killing spree. Shot to the crook.
B.
Got an eye for this.
I'm gonna need some of them health bubbles. Uh-oh. I'm gonna leave you, Ulip. Okay. Now Ken has max slow.
God, hell gang bosses are less greedy than this.
Look at them going in hard.
Enemy has been killed. No one.
It's not like I've been playing particularly well recently, but I think I've jumped into like Elite 5 game. Where are all these robots coming from? You have just demonstrated why there is no song request. I don't know how long the stream's gonna go for. This was just basically I haven't gone live in weeks because I haven't been feeling it, and
An ally has been killed.
I might as just well stream my.
Right, let's get to work. Between the eyes.
My poor decisions.
Fly, you git. Retreat ain't my style. Any dirty tricks for sale?
Leon, no! No, Leon! Okay.
Shot to the crook.
Yeah, I haven't been playing. Well, actually, in the past like 2 weeks, or more like just a week, I started playing again, but I stopped for about 2 or 3 weeks. I guess I'm not really surprised this frog hasn't gotten hard day yet, because he seems pretty new.
You have killed an enemy.
Should just let these droids kill me. And where is the fat man? There he is.
Archer retreats under attack. Payback time. He's attacking the bullseye.
Okay. Actually, the only reason I started playing again is because, yes, good. Is somebody asked me if I wanted to play a little bit, and I said, sure. I solo queue so often, and it'd be nice to just do some casual pre-made. Was it a pre-made? Yeah, it was a pre-made. It was Psych and Kiwi. All the games you've been missing out. Which games does that entail? Axe throwing would actually be pretty good for the skull. We're all single jumpers. Ton of emulators. A Game Pass is the Xbox service?
Your turret is under attack. Time to mess around.
I only have Switch Online. And I haven't turned my Switch on in a couple of months. I think Dread. Beating Dread was the last time I had my Switch on. Maybe. No, I might have done some Smash. Do not let the fat man escape, yes. 60 years is a lot. I hope there's a lot of good stuff on that service because for an online service which should be free, honestly, well, I guess they include all that stuff so they can justify the payment for it, but that's still a lot. What is it legal to discuss what emulators you acquired? Oh, we gonna really be doing this? The one time I decide to stream the hell that is solo queue experience, is this what's gonna happen? Okay, welcome to reason number 7,000 why this game is just a mistake to start up. 3DS, DS, GameCube, Wii, PSP. I haven't emulated anything in a really long time. I should look into the GameCube emulator. I haven't played. As I understand, it works really well. I've seen a couple of people have custom Smash stuff at some of the gaming events I've been to. And it's also funny that that's kind of where Melee went to. And I remember what the GameCube one is a nice balance. That sounds... As like an old Melee tournament player, that sounds awful, playing it on a tablet. How is the... what's the input lag like on a tablet? Playing it on an LCD monitor is horrible enough, but there are a lot of those adapters that actually make it playable. I've never tried any myself, but I've heard they work pretty well. The HDMI adapters that reduce the input lag. And I'm sure the emulators have something built into them as well. This is awful. Yeah, this might be a really short stream if that's going to keep happening. But, yeah, I would go to the tournaments, like, long after. It was the tournaments that my school used to run. The emulators, yeah. I remember... I've never tried a 3DS emulator, but I have tried a DS emulator in the past, and I remember needing to have 4 or 5 different versions and 2 or 3 different makes of emulator to run all of the different games. And it was kind of the true what is expected to be, like, you know, the legal experience of an emulator. Like, I would download a ROM, I'd play it, see, like, okay, this is a fun game, but it runs like shit, and then I would buy it for the 3DS, or the DS, rather. And that's actually, and then you're supposed to delete the ROM the next day, but from what I remember, as far as the legal ROM experience goes, since that's such a weird area, it's like marijuana possession in a state where it's legal, but it hasn't been, like, fully accepted yet. I say as somebody who doesn't do drugs or drink or anything, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but yeah. So I would go to the gaming events, and I would always take part in the Smash Brothers tournaments, whatever Smash was currently the recent Smash, I'd be fine playing, and then there'd always be a Melee tournament there too. I was never one of those people who just was, like, obstinately anti anything that wasn't Melee just because it wasn't Melee. I loved Melee, and Melee was probably, if I had to quantify all of my enjoyment of Smash Brothers per game, Melee would probably be, based on the time period and all of my associated experiences, it would probably be the highest on my list. But I was perfectly fine with... I was perfectly fine with Brawl, except for 3 things, and I didn't need it to be Melee. I didn't need everything else to be Melee. But I would still play Melee tournaments. What am I doing? Why am I clicking General Chat? And it would be funny because with every year that went by, after I was, like, heavily involved in a lot of really big Melee tournaments, and was, like, a really good Melee player with, you know, a lot of limitation, but for the tournaments I played in, I was, you know, pretty good at Melee, and every year that went by after Melee stopped being the current Smash, I got worse and worse, and it wasn't something I played. It was like, the last time I played Melee was the last tournament 6 months ago. So it was so weird. It was to the point where I was, like, trying to play and being like, what's wrong with the controller? Something's wrong with the controller. I'm doing moves and the character's not moving. And it's just that my inputs are so off for Melee, because it has such a specific input style that it just kind of felt like the controller was broken. You should buy Ultimate. Well, I don't, or you know, it's probably still full price, but just get Ultimate because it really is just a, like, oh, this is bad. It really is just a, like, video games, the celebration. No, that's a good trade. And just, even if you don't like the gameplay, which I think the gameplay's fine for the most part, just the fact of what Sakurai was able to do, the amount of things that will never happen again, ever. It's just kind of like an achievement in video games. And as much as I've always been like the Smash is a Nintendo game for Nintendo characters kind of mindset, I've accepted the fact that Ultimate has become video games the game. Yeah, it's not entirely my perspective. It's there are a number of content creators, most famously Maximilian Dood, who have that mindset. But the whole mindset of like being somewhat bitter about it not being a completely Nintendo All-Star type game anymore. I'm sure there's a lot of other people who have that mindset too, but it's not the right way to look at it, I don't think, anymore. Over encumbered with games. I should be as well, but I'm just playing the same stupid games I've been playing for the past 10 years. But my mountain. Come on, give me them kills.
You have killed an enemy.
I'm coming, Dizzy. Never mind, Dizzy. Why did I think that Dizzy needed help? She's Dizzy. Uh-oh. Okay, so original story. I would go to the tournaments, and I hadn't played Melee since the last tournament. And in my mind, I was like, you know, I'm just playing for fun. I don't need to compete, to play competitively anymore like I used to. Especially since I'm so out of practice that it feels like the game's broken. And then the first match, I'll get the guy who sits there with like a laptop and Dolphin and Smash Brothers training programs, practicing the same technique for 45 minutes before the match starts, and that's who I'll get first round of the tournament. He's just sitting there with like his Wave Dash trainer. And he's like, oh, you're gonna pick Fox? All right, here's Marth. Let me just grab you from across the universe. Hold on, let me load up my Marth grab extension hitbox trainer first. Just gonna go full sustain to begin with. I'm barely paying attention to the game. Nothing but Smash and Tekken. I played a lot of Tekken my freshman year in college with some of the guys who lived across the hall. I forgot what Tekken was. Couldn't be that competitive to any level in anything. Well, I could see myself at certain points in my life doing that, but just because of it's part of my personality. I just tend to do that with things I get into. Uh-oh.
Killing spree. 4, 3, 2.
Decent Yoshi. I don't know if I've ever played any good Yoshis. In Melee, at least. One of my friends, who was like my main Smash Brothers friend, was a pretty decent Yoshi main. Not Yoshi main, but he played Yoshi a lot in the 3DS version, Smash 4. I don't even know what fucking order I'm building. down air. Yeah, that was. I remember that being the original secret to getting massive amounts of home run contest score. Oh boy, what are you doing? I gotta channel my inner base god. Hold on. Oh, this is bad. DC's a bad.
You have been killed.
It's not that bad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm sure that's an enemy. You know how I know? Because you come onto my streams to tell me you're gonna watch an anime. Later.
Your turret is under attack.
Oh, it's a DC show. Give me that invis! Oh!
Your turret is under attack.
Yeah. Give me that bite! Fuck! Uh-oh. I don't think I've heard of it, but... I also don't really pay attention to anything. Stars John Cena. Oh, yes, okay, I know what you're talking about, yeah. I haven't seen that Suicide Squad yet. I know Starson premiered it, so to speak, but oh, nice spit. Nice spit. I wasn't there for it because I didn't see the beginning, so I didn't want to watch because it seems pretty interesting. Let's go. Uh-oh. Help me, cow. What would Based God do? Lifesteal. Let me save all my damage upgrades to the very end of the match. Nah, famously an early game character. Save all my good upgrades for the end. So it's a show? I thought they were making a movie based off that character, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you little bastard. I need rabbit teeth. That's what I need. Inner Base God channel. Ignore. Oh no, Base God fights now, right? Expect that at the top like that. I gotta build some weed slam damage if I'm gonna keep going for weed slams. I'm coming, Dizzy. I'm dead, Dizzy. Pick up Dicky. Dicky, get Dizzy. Nice.
You have killed an enemy. 4, 3,
What do I need? Rabbit teeth.
2,
Oh boy. Yeah. Clean up Dicky. Huh! I didn't get the damage in. 10 minutes in and the turret has not gotten down yet. Oh, cow. Oh, me. Me, come on. Rabbit teeth, let's go. I guess the turret's about to go down. I should have knocked on wood. I should have invoked wood and cleaned up Dickie. My nose itches.
Better watch out.
Alright, let's... Okay, never mind. Am I gonna get sniped? Tongue sniped? Nah. My build is all over the place right now.
Your turret is almost lost.
You know, high. No, I needed the coinage. I needed the coinage for the regen. Oh, good, he saved the shield. Why is he still in? Oh, look at that.
4, 3, 2.
He's got some damage on him. Imagine that, building damage.
Yummy time. No, get gizmos.
Alright, let's do this. Come on, Leon, I know what you want. You want this turret, Leon. No, he doesn't, he's up there. He's up there. Incoming. Yeah, Dickie should get that. There's a term for that when you reverse the letters. I don't know what it is. I know there's a term for it. Let's back out. Someone look that up. Let me know what that term is. I didn't even reverse the first letters. What the fuck am I talking about? Why'd you guys go back? Why? Why?
Better watch out.
Get them healths, Dickie. No, yes, get him. Yes, Dickie, I love you.
They're going for us.
I hate you as a person though, because you're playing Dizzy, but right now you're doing some work. Vocal dyslexia, that is not the term. I'm sorry, Leica, it's not the term. Brain dump. It's true, but it's not the term. Shit! I missed the fucking spit. Nice. Did you see? I did not go in even though he was in this. I let them think there was nobody there. Come here. I've changed my mind. Run, Dickie! Uh-oh. It's an ism. It's an ism. Oh no! Dicky! Uh-oh. I'll take that. Took a cow just powering forward. I am... How dare you?
Your turret is under attack.
Ooh.
Killing spree.
Give me that rabbit tooth. Sorry, cow, not really. Now I need that weed slam damage, thank you.
Your turret is under attack.
Health now. Yeah, let's get them neons. Take that, thank you.
You have killed an enemy.
Better watch out.
I'm gonna weed slam this turret. Yo, Dizzy. Get that. You get that, cow. Oh man. My stomach is not happy right now. Fight me as a super, they said. Uh-oh. One hammer instantly destroys my units.
Kill the enemy.
Uh-oh. Come here, you. Oh boy. Yeah. See you guys later.
Defend.
Okay, what do I need now? One more Weedling and give me that for pushes. Pushes. I never really know what to get for the third Weedling upgrade anyway. Yeah.
Team is in the enemy base.
Oh boy.
Killed.
Opening up knots is a cry for help. Streaming it is, I think, just giving up entirely.
5, 4, 3, 2. Your turret is under attack.
It's acceptance. Oh, this actually could be a really bad push. Do I have the doubles? I do. What do we even get? Dot, I guess. A whole narration thing. Eh. That's my response to that. Heck no. Uh-oh. I'm really channeling my base god now. Uh-oh. Alright, it's time to see if we have another failure to transmit the data to the server. If we do, I might have to figure out something to do in between queues. Oh, I was one buy away from being fully upgraded.
Victory!
This is a travesty. Yep. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Okay, I think I need... Yeah, I think I need to figure out something to do with the extra long queues. Right. Hold on a second here. Let me see. Let me see if I can get something going here. Okay, yeah. All right, I might have something here. Oh my god, there's still 30 seconds. I might have a little bit of talk to Transformer to play around with in between queues. We'll see what the queue is like, and then we'll determine if I'm gonna start throwing shit at the Transformer. I'm not gonna do AI Dungeon. I actually haven't done AI Dungeon since they moved on to their freemium model, but Transformer I'll do. I'm pretty sure I've got the... Good. Good. Let's see what kind of time we got here. Two minutes. The perfect time to be too long to fuck around with Transformer and too short... Or too... That's verbal dyslexia. It's too short to fuck around with Transformer, but too long to sit here and look at the screen. Let me just see if I can get the window set up. Too short. I was going to combine short and long, but that's danger close. Unless you start with long and then end with short. But I was going to start the other way around. For Connect 4, I have a Connect 4 story. Not really, and it's not really interesting or a story. I lost in Connect 4. That was going to be the story. But it was at a Dave & Buster's with somebody I worked with who we used to play Connect 4 with sometimes during lunch. We got a bunch of those old board games. It was one of those like variety packs where it's like miniature versions of all the classic board games like Connect 4 and Battleship and Tic-Tac-Toe. And I was not really good at Connect 4, but it got to the point where we were like having some decent matches. Then we played the giant version at Dave & Buster's where, you know, they charge you to play iPad games that you'd normally play for free. You have to pay like $20 to get a card to play them on a big screen at Dave & Buster's. That's their whole model. And we ended up playing Connect 4 because like my friend Dave, who's like, oh look, it's a big Connect 4. We used to play this during lunch. And I just lost in the dumbest possible way. Like he literally just lined 4 up and I was just like off on the corner doing my own thing. I was like trying to do like a Napoleon play, and then I ended up not even realizing he was just literally lining 4 up. And he had very strong words for me at the end of that match. Who do I this is my Ulip map, but I have this frog. Do I even want to try? Fuck it.
I'm an old man, but
Fuck
I
it.
bite.
Yeah, I was trying to do something like that. I don't play Voltar. Actually, I kind of do want to get into figuring out Voltar. But right now, if I'm gonna get Ribbit and play a support, I'm gonna play Ulip. It's just fun to play Ulip. Oh no, people I recognize.
3, 2, 1, blast!
This is gonna be fun.
This is a bunch of scrap. Now then, people call me an over-engineer. But I say, what's a hat without at least a telescope and a stove on it? Yes.
Everything about this is awful.
That's my clever girl.
Goodbye. How do you know I use W to jump by looking at the bottom of the screen? It would be bound to jump primarily, but doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be W. Nice gaze. Nice gaze is what I like to say. Yeah, I come from a very old breed of first-person shooter players who use W not to jump, but to interact. And I body block misses. And it was always weird to me to consider jump space.
Your turret is under attack.
No, actually, arrow keys for movement, and not left and right for strafe left and right, comma and period for strafe left and right. And if you didn't have a mouse or a joystick, then it was control to shoot. I actually thought I had that word on the banned list, but I guess not. It actually is the default controls for Doom. And but it's not Doom that I primarily got used to it in. It's the demo for Half-Life and the early patches for Half-Life as well. Eventually, they patched the controls out to be what is more commonly familiar to first-person shooter players, you know, the whole WASD thing. But it originally was, you know, the thanks, Pep. It originally was the arrow keys and spacebar for interact. And I cannot get used to WASD for first-person shooter. For like a twin stick / 2D platformer with mouse like interaction, it's fine because I only have to worry about I only have to worry about left, right, down, and jump. And if I can use W for jump, fine.
Let me see. I don't need one other thing. I need this.
Those are the default controls you got for okay, for the arrow keys or for WASD. Uh-oh, I jumped!
Kill. 4, 3, 2.
Also, I've tried to use WASD. Like, there's certain games where you can't configure your controls because they're shitty console ports. And I was forced to use WASD, and it was horrible. I just couldn't do anything. My hands are too big for that, and I'm also really like OCD about the W and S key not being directly above and below each other. I know, you know what I've considered taking a look at are those. Oh, he's got Pre-Explode already. A comically oversized keyboard. It's funny you mentioned that. I have a default Dell PS2 keyboard still. I do not have a USB mechanical keyboard connected to this computer. I do have one from Red Dragon, a pretty cheap one, with some nice switches. I used it for my work computer. I noticed that the keys are just slightly smaller than the PS2 keyboard I'm used to. And I don't know if that's just because it's a cheap Red Dragon keyboard, or if that's just the actual style of mechanical keyboard keys, if they're just slightly smaller now. Yeah, I mostly play PC games, but when I was young, I was mostly consoles.
Want to smell my socks? That's my clever tail.
But I ain't young no more. Oh, Leon! He was right in front of you.
Last time I teleported, I hit it up 13 years in the past.
I do like that for like a very small amount of people in the community. The question of my age has kind of become like a minor meme in and of itself. And for some people, like every time it's brought up, I just get older and older. But yeah, it's. He's definitely be coming in here.
Genius, I see.
Late 30s, early 40s. That is pretty spot on. You know who I'm younger than? I mentioned him earlier. I'm younger than Maximilian, dude.
Well, useless junk.
By like a week.
Your turn is almost lost.
Nice up. I do not think Cat and Fox are the most common names in Knots.
I forgot to bring something. Better get it.
Your turn is almost
First two turrets are down. I am now confused.
Your turret is under attack.
That's my clever girl.
Really bad eye.
Yip, yip, yip. No. Take me. The power of the sun in the palm of
You know what the most used name in Knots is? Fecht with counter. That weird string that pops up when the game can't parse one of the characters that people put in their names. Okay, goodbye. Right, guys, do not go in on that. I am not coming with you.
Well, now, last time I teleported, I did it a trillion years in the past. There's a trinket for everything. Off you go. I'm an old
go.
man, but I bite.
Incoming clunk. Poor Gene. Let's just go. Let's just go. Never mind.
An enemy has been killed. Killing spree.
Honestly, this might be the last game. I don't know how much longer. I'll do a talk to Transformer thing. Aha! No! You got it off. Oh no. I'm sorry, Frog. I'm sorry.
Choose, my pretties. Oh my, and all of you, go get a teleporter. This is true. I don't quit one thing. I need this.
Okay, here's where they come back and win.
Dino disaster.
Pep Secret Frog. Indeed. I never actually watched the stream where the Pep Secret came from. I'm aware of it, but I never watched the full sauce. I don't watch mini stream. Almost never, but I do watch the full sauce.
Smack dab in the middle.
Uh-oh.
Off you go. Caught you.
Bonk. Wait. It's my Julep impression. Wait. Yeah. There's it's fine that they exist, but there's a special breed of chatter that frequent Vinny and Germa, and I guess just most big chats. And I kind of find them detestable. So it's just my biggest pet peeve when it comes to like, oh nice, people who watch and interact with streams like this is the saying things affirmatively when what they really mean is try this or maybe this or I think this, but they just say do this or it's this. Oh shit! The Voltar train, the engines have revved up. The one guy thing. I like that they came up with a term for it, but it just happens too much. Oh, you done made a mistake, Jimmy. Get him, Leon. Come on, lizard. What? Frog, how'd you die? Whatever.
I invented this technology for fun, not destruction.
Uh-oh. No, this is the comeback. Okay. Is that creative writing or is that persuasive writing or whatever the course is called now? I forgot. I took it in college. I don't even fucking remember what it was called. Yep. Oh, good. I took a creative writing course and then I took the writing to convince people about shit course. The one luller. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be the last match, but let me oh yeah, it's been like that. Slooty, I decided to stream my solo queue experience, and because I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks, and I normally stream other games, not games I normally play all the time. I just kind of take it as a what do you call it? As an opportunity to play some games I wouldn't normally play by myself, and yeah, the servers decided to do this. Okay, so let me get a turn off knots, and let me get a window capture. I think browser source, maybe. What the hell is this? Okay, that's not what I want. Get rid of that. Yes, I'm sure I want to delete browser source. Let me just do window capture. Okay, that's not the window I want, but here is the window I want. Okay. And let me pop this window up over here. Huh? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Let's see. All right, I got an idea. This was it. Holla Holla Dalla Dalla was on 299 wins as Ulip. He only needed one more Ulip win to get the last red medal. And then he would never play Awesome Knots again. Did I spell Awesome Knots right? I did not. Awesome Nutas. Yeah. Yo. Get that shit out of my chat. You guys know the rules. 60 viewers. Is it 250? 249 wins. Thank you. I did not want this to be inaccurate. What was I typing? 60 viewers watched his stream as the queue timer hit 0. Holla instantly locked in Ulip, but then noticed his teammates were Marshmallow, Fox, and Based God. He froze with concern for a brief moment, but then checked the user list. Phew. Holla sighed with relief. Relief? Relief. Nobody on but shitters at this time. This is the toxic Holla when he's not streaming. No, he's streaming in this scenario. Never mind. Yeah, this is the toxic Holla stream. Maybe this is an alternate timeline. The match began, and suddenly Holla was hit with the realization. Here, this is for you, Saluti. Actually, no, I don't think you're in this crowd. This is a different crowd, but still. That he was fighting a New Zealand pre-made of Dizzy, Smiles, and Snork Gunk, just because I feel like it's going to have a lot of trouble with the term Snork Gunk. Somehow he had missed them in the user list. Oh no. Bemoaned. Hala. He knew Marshmallow, Fox, and Based God were D-tier players at best. And that Marshmallow Fox wait, did I mention it was Starstorm? It's Starstorm. Where can I fit that in? I'm just going to put it after the pre-made. On Starstorm. And he knew, wait, okay. He knew that Marshmallow Fox and Base God were D-tier players at best, and that Marshmallow Fox would certainly be running his stupid NASA penny build. Not the type of Knots player to just give up. However, Hala grit his teeth. Is it gritted? No, it's grit. Grit his teeth. Bought Centrifuge as his first upgrade and waited for the doors to open. What does the announcer say? What's the exact verbiage? Droid spawning in 5 seconds. Is that it? Droids spawning in 5 seconds. The announcer's voice boomed out. I don't know if Holly uses the default announcer, but the timer ticked down. 3, 2, 1. And the doors opened, signaling. There's one L, right? Signaling the official start of the match. If you told me you were a Harry Potter fanfiction writer a decade ago, I would believe you. Remove Harry Potter from that list and add some more years, but yeah, I've done my fair share of fanfiction. Not afraid to admit that. Done a little bit of fanfiction in my times. Okay, how's this looking? Only one more yield win. In my head, I thought I wrote Starstorm, and I did not realize it wasn't in there until I... Okay, yeah, this looks good. I think, yeah, let's generate some text. Oh, let me turn the limit up. Let me turn it up to 500. And generate some more. All right, let's see here. What do we get? Hala's team went to war. Mundo on assault and single stun. Sonic Boom on tank and a few dabs on melee. Ulip with a ranged ability, true. Buzz and Zool on support. And Paxton on melee and Tech on ranged. Who the fuck are these people it just added? Paxton left after the first round. What a fucking rage-quitting scumbag. And Paxton and Zool's low mobility. Paxton is gone, but Paxton is here. on tech made them easy picks for Mundo and Sonic Boom. While the match was going on, Holla messaged his friend Pete. Is that no Pete? Hey man, how's it going? Hey Holla, good start there. I'm up 12-2 now. Oh, nice. Maybe it is no Pete. OMG, what? Yeah, I know, I saw you pop in there. You're not so bad after all, dude. OMG. Holla is like a fucking... Oh, Holla is like a 14-year-old. Stop commenting on my stream. He's getting really, really, his feathers are getting rustled over this. What did this just turn into? Lol. You're way too excited for a 16 versus 12 game. Not excited. I'm just like the most hype and shit when I win. Wow, I'm glad that you are so hyped because I am the best player in this team. Maybe. And the most competitive. I know that everyone in chat wants to see me. This is turning into a Starson scream. I'm watching. I need 10-0 or better if I'm going to get third place. That's the Holla I know. He's always shooting for third. Always shooting for bronze Holla. Low aspiration Holla. Hey Holla, does the chat still hate me for saying bad stuff about their favorite Knots player? Oh man, I'm going to start this again, but I like where this is going. When I see them, I go back to calling you a rookie. I'll do one more and then I'll start again. Who no longer has a career. Lol. Hey, just make sure your Julep lasts this time, because we're going to need you on Dizzy. Oh, it added Dizzy. Oh, wait, no, I added Dizzy. Never mind. Okay. I've got goldfish memory. Who the heck knows who I play on? Loser. It went from script format, or I guess maybe we're getting like those, hold on, what the fuck is Windows Media Player open? We might be getting one of those kind of stylistic, like overlays of the text messages on the screen that some like movies and shows are doing now. This might be like, you see the stream window, the what do you call it? Oh, you didn't show as bad? That's a shame. We're seeing the stream chat rather window on the screen, and you see like Holla typing in the background with the opacity over it, but then the stream window's up and you get the immersive chat replay, and then it goes back into prose. I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna win this. Holla chanted to himself. It really is a Starson scream. As the numbers on the scoreboard racked up, he had a minute on the clock, and he was pulling away. After 60 seconds, he was on 200 kills as Julep, and his team was up to 328. By the way, Base God and I are just gone. We're just no longer in the story. All he needed now was one more kill. Let's do one more, because he needs one more kill. One more kill on the last knot he had left, and he would be up by 7 kills. Honestly, yeah, look, we're D-tier players in Knots, and we've just been relegated to extras in this. I'm going to win this. He's still chanting. The last knot he had flew towards him, seemingly unharmed. Rolla Rolla? Is that his new catchphrase? Is that Holla's new catchphrase? Rolla Rolla? It's not Bada Bing anymore. It's Rolla Rolla. He needs to be made aware of this. Holla ran to, or was this another character? I don't know. Holla ran to him and began to battle him, never allowing the knot to come within reach. Dice, baby. Dice, Holla shouted. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I thought Rolla Rolla was a good catchphrase, but dice, baby, dice. Oh, my God. Oh, I just got lightheaded. As he battled the last knot, the timer on the clock ticked down. I'm not going to read that. Oh, my God. All right, let's go back up. Let's restart. Reroll. It's new seed. This seed was fun. Let's go to new seed, though. Where am I here? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Holla immediately drove his mech into the enemies, and while they didn't run away, they didn't even flinch at his big robot. He's playing Jimmy now. It was all over in 10 seconds as the enemies were captured and Holla victoriously raised his red medal. And that story was nice and concise. Holla had gone through the 30-second siege match. Hala stared at the middle of the screen. There was Marshmallow Fox. He looked away and saw Dizzy. Hala couldn't even look at Dizzy. Yeah, I get that. Dizzy, I am sorry for not acknowledging your presence. I just forgot about the stream at that time. Hala was fumbling for words. I hope you understand. Then he saw Snork Gunk. It was time to go for the kill. Hala advanced his mech towards his teammates. The clock was ticking. Marshmallow and Snork were exchanging blows, but Hala had no plans on giving up. He spun his mech like a bicycle and fired grenades with each pass. Fuck it, he said. I love when it just turns rated R. And advanced in towards Snork. Snork almost fell back, but he made sure to regain his balance. He's riding the robot dino? That is a pretty nice plot twist. Yeah, this is Dungeon Master practice, Velcro. I've been our D&D group has been off for the past couple of months. Since around like November, I think. The DM had a baby, and they've been taking a long break, and I think we're going to start again soon. But I am considering DMing something in the meantime. I do want to get my feet wet DMing. All right, where are we? Hala advanced toward his third most valuable teammate. He was face to face with his teammate, eyes locked. Hey, Marshmallow, I'm the third best teammate on a team of 3. That sounds accurate. Marshmallow looked at him. The Steam Community Gallery of Hala's Performance. What? The Steam Community Gallery of Hala's Performance. End sentence. : nothing. Hala wasn't done yet. He wanted to make sure that he'd never hear the name Ulip again. That's going to be very accurate. Hala proceeded to pursue Snork. He unleashed a deadly, constant barrage of grenades and laser fire, his arms raised. Snork had to run away from his main pilot's laser strikes. This isn't working, he sighed. Hala eventually caught Snork and noticed that Snork wasn't carrying a rocket. True, he threw a grenade at him, but Snork dodged it and then fired one of his own. Hala saw his opportunity and killed Snork, ran after his teammates, and pumped another one of his team-ending grenades. His arms dropped. He could feel the rage building up in him. He wanted to destroy those little censored... I don't have a soundboard, but, beep holes. Hala stopped, saw Dizzy. What? He said as he put his arms down and watched Dizzy. He could feel her fear. Yes, Dizzy, the one counter of Dizzy, Ulip. You can sense the fear. When is Netflix picking this up? What's the joke? They pick up everything else. I'd watch it. He understood what had happened to her. Hala came out of his slumber. He's sleeping now? He said nothing. He was thinking about what he could do to make her happy. Oh. This is taking a turn. He knew he could not hug her because he was a mech. He thought about planting some flowers. He didn't know what flowers were. But he'd figure it out eventually. Dizzy, listen. There's a war happening. A war of the knots. You should do whatever you can to survive. I don't know what I can do for you, but I'm here, Hala said. I'm interested in pursuing this. He felt guilty and saw that the players were cheering for him. I'm sorry, Dizzy said. No, that's not what I meant. I know you're afraid of me. That's okay. I'd be more scared if I didn't want to be around you. Hala thought about Dizzy's crying face. He remembered how nervous she was when they met, and how he comforted her. What did this turn into? He was glad that she said that he didn't look scary. That's a low bar. Hala smiled at her. She looked at him. Hala smiled at her as he started slowly come back to reality. There goes gravity. I'm going to need your help, Dizzy. You have to be my captain, Hala said. Yeah, really, honestly, this is like this was railroaded by a Dizzy main. I can't fight. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I'm sure you understand, Dizzy cried again. You're right. I do understand. You're not making sense. Okay. Well, let's figure out what I'm doing. I need your help. Help me become myself again. Dizzy tried to smile. She wanted to be his captain. She couldn't tell him no. Dizzy, I want to protect you, but I'm not strong enough. I am too weak. This is going in circles. I'll give it one more. I got 4,500 generated characters left. How will you do that? Dizzy said. I need to become one with you, my love, Hala said. Oh boy. Dizzy let out a little giggle. You're going to have to die for me to become one with you. I want you to remember me, how we used to be. Oh, Dizzy looked sad. She hugged Hala. I just want to become you again? I understand, Dizzy. Please understand. Don't forget who I am. Hala said. Dizzy let out a scream of grief. She put her head down and cried. Hala's eyes widened in horror. He ran towards... Let's get one more sentence. 100 characters. 200 characters. He ran towards the craft and grabbed Dizzy. He couldn't let her suffer anymore. What's wrong? Hala asked, already crying himself. He said he wanted me to become him, his old self. She's talking about him. What he said, as if he's a different person. Okay, let's start over. Let's do one more. Let's get one more in and then I'll end the stream. Oh, man. We can't go this far without... It normally turns into... especially if you put any kind of like... I used to do a lot of writing about like combat sports type stuff. Hello, Hala. Interesting to see you in here. I needed some stuff to do in between queues. The servers are broken. I don't know if you've been playing Knots right now, but...
Let's go.
Hala followed me. Hala, you weren't following me? Oh, wait, my capture is over my Streamlabs. Hold on a second. Let me fix that. Well, now I don't feel bad about this.
Let's go.
Oh, Slooty Kiwi. Thank you, Slooty and Hala, for following. Now let's continue, shall we?
Let's go.
Whumper! Thank you for following. When Hala jumped out of the opening, it was clear he made the right choice. But the sight that greeted him on the other side wasn't. What? When Hala jumped out of the opening, it was clear he had made the right choice, but the sight that greeted him on the other side wasn't. Wasn't what? Hala picked his way through the horde of New Zealand premates and onto Starstorm, the focal point of the map. The New Zealand premate quickly went down, and Hala's teammates ran out to meet him. He picked up a snooker. What? And studied it for a moment, making a mental note to make sure he picked up more support items. It's a good choice. He's a support character. I don't remember Ulip having anything snooker related. Did you miss the Hala and Dizzy? What is this? Oh no. What is this turning into? Snooker is getting snorts? No. I guess is snooker a thing in New Zealand? Or I guess you whatever. Okay. It is. Now is that just the term for billiards, or is that a completely different game from billiards or pool or whatever it is? No, it's the UK slang for pool or billiards or something. I think it might be its own thing. I don't really know. All right, let's go, Hala shouted as the team ran towards Starstorm. Ground rush. Oh, Hala, you missed. You've got some. It's different. Okay. Hala, you've got some new catchphrases. I don't know if you caught the first story. My God. Okay, so the all right, let me the first catchphrase it gave you is this. Ralla ralla. That's one of your catchphrases. And the second one is dice, baby. Dice. So, I don't know how attached you are to Bada Bing, but These are now your new catchphrases, according to the AI generator. All right, where are we? You can have more than one catchphrase. No one can tell you you're limited to one catchphrase. Though catchphrase usually, Rala sounds like what the dice does. Yeah. You got a clip of his new catchphrases? Okay, good. Thank you. All right, let's see. Dash ? Boxer jumped out of the safe house. It's now turned into a YouTube clickbait video title and ran to the sound of the voice. He recognized it instantly. A patch of 4-centimeter grass was bleeding into the street below. He dropped the box on the spot and used his bag to cover the opening. Boxer scooped up a ball of the grass and crushed it? I love you, kitten. What the fuck? He shook his head and ran back to his spot, picked up his pack, and... Okay, I don't know if this is... This might be a dead end. This turns like some sort of noir thing. I'm probably going to re-roll this one. I'm going to re-roll it. Hey, Fudge. Oh, yeah, I got to find my friends. He had been running around for only 15 minutes, but it seemed like hours to Boxer. Yeah, it dropped Hala. Hala is now... Hala got Ned Starked. Yeah, Based God has not been, like... In any of these, Based God was just immediately removed from the story. Fudge, this is Talk to Transformer. You put prompts in, and then it will continue the prompt trying to figure out what you went for, and it'll attempt to generate story afterwards. I posted a couple of things Knots related from this on the Awesome Knots message boards a long time ago. It came up with some really interesting things. I put in like characters' profiles. I put in some theme songs, and it was pretty smart about trying to continue logically based on what I put in. So like I put Leon and Penny's theme song in, and it actually tried to spit out like poetry. It was really interesting. It gave me a really, really fun version of Penny's theme song. I put parts of Leon's profile in, and it turned into like hardcore pornography, which, by the way, ended with when I saw the phrase, "He's done making a fetish out of you," which is one of the worst things I've ever read. I stopped using it for the day. But let's see, where did we leave off? I gotta find my friends. The mysterious entity wasn't helping. It wouldn't help or reveal its nature, so Boxer had no idea who or what it was or what it wanted. He didn't know how to handle it, so he played around the idea for a while, searching for his friends before deciding to go... Dash ? Boxer is his full name. Took one last look at the tree. I'm restarting this one. So as I was mentioning, I used to do a lot of writing about like combat sports-based things, because that's like... I've done a lot of creative writing in the past, and if I ever had like the knack to write something original, it would probably be something like, like kind of Rocky-esque fighter-based from just the experiences that I have. And I used to put some of my old writing stuff into this, and whenever you put stuff in that involves a lot of like combat, especially if it's like realistically written hand-to-hand kind of combat and grappling type stuff, it usually gets confused and immediately thinks that it's supposed to be intimate, or it either turns into really oddly written porn, as in like, an alien pretending to be human type thing, or it turns into extreme violence. It is intimate. Fighting is intimate. Thank you, Velcro. You get it. So it turns into Mortal Kombat levels of violence or porn, or a combination of the two. Because it's a neural network. It's based off of input from the internet. So, shock value and porn is probably what you're going to get. All right. It does. It depends. Like, it does take stuff from web pages. Sometimes you actually get. Sometimes you'll get something that looks like a Wikipedia article, and you'll actually get fake sources. It'll give you a footnote, and it'll be like source found here, and then it'll give you a link that won't go anywhere. If you click it, it's a dead page, but it's just really weird that it does that. It just gave me share this Facebook. Yeah, it does that. It'll pull things like sometimes I've seen it pull comments that look like they're pulled from YouTube. It's really it's fun what comes up with. Is that one of your is that one of your generations? Hold on, I'll read Stewball's generation first before I do this. Due to the arrival of Nibs, Naw and Nemia, who was originally on a mission to kill her, have agreed to protect the dimensional portal. Their destination is yet to be decided, though Nemia is hoping to find a friendly world that enjoys waffles. Is that right from it? That's from... I don't remember that. Or did you put in a prompt from Nibs' backstory and get that? Which part of it is from Nibs' backstory and which part is originally generated? You put the whole backstory, and what you pasted, is that what it generated? Nice. For more pictures of Nemia, check out our previous coverage of the character here. I love when it does that. It really is like bafflingly uncanny how it kind of will sometimes accurately pull the theme and like writing style of what you put in. Nameless. It turned it into Nameless now? Since the introduction of Naw and Nameless, much has been said and done on the internet regarding Awesomenauts, including a new short game titled Death Knell. My contacts are fuzzy. Death Knell the Trailer. Can't do any worse than Blackbound, am I right? Okay, let me go back to this. Hala quickly clicked on his built. I guess it meant build, showing the upgrades, a rocket launcher and a poison dart gun. That's the Eula buff. Starstorm, this is Hala, he cried. What? You're gonna make it out of this okay? I'll get it out, Hala exclaimed, and all 5 of his teammates rushed into the battle. Sometimes it feels like one team has 5 teammates. Starstorm, Hala tells me you're a diamond player. You're spelled the improper way of your. Here's hoping we can stay in the game long enough to land him in diamond, Marshmallow Fox said. Oh no, I'm the one who's an idiot? God damn it. The match began and the New Zealand team came into view. As the bomb timer on the map showed 9 seconds left. Hey guys, you guys need a ride to Starstorm? Dizzy said as he grabbed the bomb and ran off. Dizzy's now a male. Eula, Hala cried out. They're gonna kill my teammate. Use that rocket launcher. He already used it, Marshmallow Fox shrugged. Oh well. Based God is gone again. But, Hala argued, he can use the poison dart gun. The dart gun! But, Marshmallow Fox waited a brief moment for a few moments, as if to ponder whether he actually wanted to use his opponent's weapon. I'm famously against... Yeah, Based God is just fucking gone. Oh hell, I guess I'll have to give him the dart gun. He threw the dart gun onto the ground, where Dizzy picked it up. He immediately ran back towards the bomb and fired the dart gun at the timer. What? Did this turn into man versus machine mode? Hala and his teammates watched in horror as the bomb timer completed at 2:44 and Dizzy was eliminated. Rip Dizzy. Hala knew it was a terrible team composition. The healer Dizzy always played Knots from the beginning. Yeah, this is the timeline. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to deal with the sacrifice of Based God to get a Knots without Dizzy, but making an omelet. He was one of the reasons that Knots had a bad reputation in the competitive scene. That's true. That is true. Healer Dizzy is the reason Knots has such a bad reputation. You're going to use this to write the rules for your next tournament? In all seriousness, when I am writing something and I have blocks, I'll sometimes just throw shit into this and see what it gives me. Most of the time it lewds it up, but sometimes it gives me something like really interesting. Not interesting to the point where I'm like, how am I getting an error, an encoding error? I'm just streaming a web page. I guess Knots is still open in the background. That could be a reason why. Nothing it gives me is good enough to be like, oh, this is so good, I'm going to use this as an idea. It's just interesting to read. When I write it down, it makes the pain real. You put a name down for it and it becomes real, and then you can destroy it. Hollow wanted to comment on this, but he was drowned out by the cheering of the Kiwis as Marshmallow Fox led the New Zealand team in their national anthem. But, Hollow began, as the Kiwi-flavored confetti, I like when it does this too. It takes words that have multiple meanings and it uses both interchangeably. As the Kiwi-flavored, by the way, flavored European-style spelling, confetti fell from the ceiling, rather. It's too late to change my build. Yeah, I guess, Marshmallow Fox pounded. Maybe this'll do, though. 3, 4, 5 seconds left. The bomb timer finished at... What? Hold on a second here. Oh no, I don't know if I have enough generations to find out why Dizzy is now alive. The bomb timer finished at 5:53 and Dizzy was still alive. That bitch. Hollow was amazed at this. He only had one other person he could think of. No, we got one more generation. Here we go. Are we surprised by this? She's Dizzy. She never fucking dies. He only had one other person he could think of who was on a build like that, and she was one of his best players. Hollis still managed to feel sorry for the Australian team. Oh, that's a big no-no. Confusing Australians and Kiwis. Nobody's happy in that situation. They were the second team in the league to lose their one player before the end of the game. Holla got up and walked over to his computer. I guess he was playing with the Force. We should have gone on Safari first, he said, to get to the mine. Well, maybe we'll go on Safari tomorrow, his teammate said. It's Based God. Based God he didn't get forgotten. Based God was not forgotten. That's him right there, his teammate. Yep, Holly yawned. Too late, he shouted. Mexico, here we come. And he flopped out. Okay, now it's like it's the I've got no more text generation left, and it ended with like the sitcom ending. Mexico, here we come. And he flopped down on out of characters. Well, I hope you've enjoyed Holla's Awesome Knots adventures. You did one of these and it turned into a League of Legends game in competitive Korea. Nice. All right. What time is it? It's 3:30. Yes, it's 3:30. I've got a digital clock. 10:33. All right. Yep. Thanks for tuning in to whatever the fuck this turned into. Bye. Wait. I'm not fast enough for this. This should have been more seamless. I should have put some AI generated music on while I was doing this. I know I have one somewhere. Ah, yeah. Here we go. Algo music. Okay. That's the version where all the instruments are heavy screams. Yeah, okay, so just pretend this music was playing the whole time. You're welcome, Whomper. That's what goes on in my head most of the time. This song, by the way, is called Radiant Everyone. Later.